world where pixels roam free, a camera wizard named Dustin delivers his masterpieces in the ways of the digital dark ages.
Another folder within a folder? Is this Narnia? I just want my baby's first birthday pictures.
No, Grandma, I'm not talking about unzipping your pants. The file, you need to unzip it.
I just can't get these photos off my phone.
It's okay, Mom. We'll figure it out.
Our hero Dustin knew there had to be a better way, a brighter path, a magical portal to photo delivery bliss.
And now, friends, the nightmare is over. Now that I've discovered Pic-Time. First off, if you couldn't tell, this video is sponsored by Pic-Time. I have actually been using Pic-Time for the past year, and I don't think they were even aware that I was using it before they reached out and wanted to sponsor a video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my experience with Pic-Time and why I started using it before they reached out, talk about some of the features that Pic-Time has to offer, and why, if you are a professional hybrid shooter, as in you take photos and videos and deliver those to clients on a regular basis, this is an amazing way to deliver your assets to help you stand out and feel much more professional. So to start off, why did I start using Pic-Time in the first place? It's really quite simple. For years, I've used Google Drive to deliver my photos and videos, and last year I kind of realized that experience on the client end, when I would deliver my assets, was not good. It wasn't professional. I don't know why, but I feel like 70% of the time too, when I use Google Drive to deliver my assets, my clients have a hard time either viewing the files or especially when it comes to downloading them. Every time I have to teach them how to download them, and I'm like, it's not that hard. Why? At least it doesn't seem that hard to me, but apparently it's quite difficult because it's never changed. I have also had scenarios back when I did wedding videos where my brides would just save the link of their video in my Google Drive and they wouldn't actually download it. So years later, when I deleted their files from my Google Drive to make more room for stuff, they reached out to me and let me know that they had not downloaded it. They're so funny too. Most of them were like, if you don't have a copy of my wedding video, I understand. It's my fault. I should have downloaded it. I keep an archive of all my project final deliverables in case a client loses their assets like this. So trust me, they're very happy I was able to get them their files. But this is also why you should probably use a platform like Pic-Time, because it would make it an easier and smoother experience for them to download this stuff, and it's likely I could have avoided these situations in the first place. Now, I am mostly a videographer first, but last year I noticed I was taking and delivering more photos for some of the projects I was doing, and that was when I realized it was time to make this a better experience. So I just found Pic-Time just through a Google search and started using it. You can even see the date. The first time I uploaded an album onto Pic-Time was, I put the dates on them so I would know, 6/6/2024. So before I start talking more about Pic-Time, let me talk about price real quick. The platform is 100% free to start using, not even on a trial, which is another reason I decided to start using it, because it's free, so why not give it a shot? For what it costs to upgrade, I think it's very reasonable and it can kind of grow with you as your business grows. But there's some really, really cool stuff that you can do on the professional and advanced plans. So when I send a gallery to my client, this is how it'll actually look like to them. And this is just an example of one that I did. So I can scroll down here and you can see we've got all the photos. This is a live band. Yeah, so they can kind of scroll through and see all the pictures. They can download all the photos. They can share them. They can save the gallery as a favorite. They can even search through the gallery. They can, this is something that's on the advanced plan, but they can click on the photo and view it. So it's bigger. They can just favorite which photos that they like. They can download photos individually. And yeah, they can click this little arrow and just start going through all the photos. There's even a button here where you can play through the photos, looks like. Yeah, so it'll play through on its own. I didn't even know about that. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, that's what it looks like on the client side, but let me show you what it looks like on your side. So when you create a gallery, you first give it a gallery name. Here's the date. So this was the date that I actually uploaded it, proof that I've been using Pic-Time for over a year. You can change the cover photo. And what's kind of cool is that these galleries, you can change the way that it looks on the client side as well. And there's a bunch of different options that you can choose from, you know, just to kind of fit your branding or just like your preference, what you feel like looks like you or your brand or what your clients will like the most. You can also have it automatically choose a photo, and there's a bunch of different colors you can choose from as well. So some cool options there. And then over here on the left side, there's a photos and media tab. So this is where I actually uploaded all the different photos from this. Now, back when I was on the free version, I didn't have some of these options, but you can add featured videos. So you can actually deliver videos as well through this platform, or you can even add a link to a video if you don't want to, you know, take up space, or maybe you run out of space or something like that. The videos in here, they look really nice. So just keep that in mind. You can even create a slideshow of the different photos. So you can choose between full HD and 4K, different landscape, or you could just do portrait. You can select a style. So basically this slideshow, let's just say that I did this one, let's say single default, and went continue. Let's just select all the photos. So I'm basically creating this slideshow right now. So there you go. This slideshow will appear in the gallery. So when it plays through, they can have a slideshow as well. This will be great for like weddings, especially if, you know, a couple, they want to see their photos, but they don't want to like scroll through them on their phone. They just want a video file of all their photos. So this is a really cool way to do that. Looks like you can add a fast crossfade between the different photos. You can add a watermark to your photos. I don't really care too much about having a watermark for my work. Different download settings. You can even add music to it. I didn't even know you could do that. So then here you can make the slideshow visible in the gallery, or you can just hide it. And not even that, blogs are really good for like SEO and discoverability. So you can make these galleries public. So let's say I wanted to create a blog out of this, like shooting on the Lumix S9 for a live event or something. I could do, yeah, like an editorial template. Sure, why not? You can describe your experience, my experience with the S9, the Lumix S9 slaps. Add some keywords, so good for SEO, make it more simple, narrative. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna choose narrative. We're just gonna see what this looks like. Keywords, slaps, create text. So it looks like it actually wrote us a blog using AI. Let's see what it sounds like. As I stood in the golden glow of the late afternoon sun, my heart raced with anticipation. Today, I wasn't just testing equipment. I was pushing boundaries, seeing how much the Lumix S9 could take. The moment I clasped the sleek body of the camera, I felt a spark of connection. It was time to create something that made waves to capture images that slap. That's actually pretty good. So anyways, I can create the blog post, and this is kind of what it looks like here. You can go through the different images, and yeah, you've got your text and everything. So here's more settings when you set up a gallery. So adventure, anniversary, you can basically give it what the occasion is on the gallery. You can have it show on your portfolio, which I'll just go ahead and click that so you can see what that looks like as well. You can have the gallery expire, have it be private, so you can send out just private links to your clients. You can have different photo sizes that you can allow. Anyways, a whole bunch of options in here. And this is something else that I'm going to talk about, is this online store. And you can actually set up a store as well for your prints and stuff like that. I'll get into that in a second though. So these are some of the things that's going to be associated with the store as well. You can set up I think this is like a vendor network. You can use this portal and they can register. That's kind of cool, actually. I guess it's if you were to take a bunch of photos from an event. So like maybe I had a vendor for that live band. I could add them in here, and then I could share the link to that gallery as well, and they could get some photos too. So that's kind of cool. In the share tab, this is just some options when it comes to sharing it. If there was maybe another photographer, you could invite them, you could invite guests, or you can just add the client and deliver it straight to them. Then in this workflow tab, this is where you can see like the client's activity, which photos they've downloaded, that type of stuff. You can even have them flag photos for you. So maybe if they're, flagging photos as like selects, or they'll be able to actually view the album pages and comment on them. So, and then this is just the dashboard where you can, view any sales, how many users visited the site, how many downloads. They haven't probably touched this album in quite a while because this is only from March of 2025. So I'm assuming that they got all the photos, and then you can ask them to make a testimonial. So I touched a little bit on the portfolio. I know how annoying it is to have to create a portfolio website. It takes forever. What's great though is that PickTime actually kind of just creates the portfolio for you. You can basically just send somebody that's interested in your work and wants to see your work your portfolio site, essentially. So these are all the things that I've uploaded onto PickTime. So this is something that I actually did pretty recently. I think these are all privated right now, so I'm the only one that can see this. But anyways, yeah, they can click in here and they can see some of the photos from here. I didn't actually edit any of these photos of the band while they were playing, but this was something that they wanted to use for their website to show all the band members. So yeah, I did a little edit on this one. Then I also did a model shoot for a video where I was testing out a lens, and the model part of the agreement, besides just paying her, was that I would send her all the photos and she can use them for whatever as well. So yeah. So now let me show you how the store works. You can basically turn any gallery into a store where your client or whoever can put their photos onto prints, into frames with prints, into books or albums. You can get metal prints. You can put them on ornaments, calendars, a whole bunch of really cool options. And even when you come up here to shop, you can actually go through all the different options as well. So this is also a really good option for like wedding photographers, because, sometimes you just deliver the photos digitally and then they go off and get their own prints. This is a good way to show like, hey, you could just buy the prints directly from me. And I think in here as well, this is where this automations and discounts thing comes into play. So you can add different discounts that will pop up and show like a promo code or an early bird sale or an anniversary gift or even an abandoned cart email, stuff like that. And you can even set up your margins essentially. So for all the products that you offer here, you can set up, here's how much it costs to make, this is what the price that you set, and then this will be the margin that you actually earn. So I just added this one photo of me. Maybe I should put this link out there so you can buy this portrait of me. But anyway, so on the back side, I probably wouldn't charge this much if I was going to be doing an 8x8 natural wrap canvas. I would probably say like, I don't know, $70 or no. Yeah, that's how much I would charge. Anyway, so you can see that you would earn $10 from this print if they were to buy it through here. So anyways, as you can see, there's a lot you can do with this platform besides just using it to deliver photos like I was doing a year ago, and likely will continue to use this in the future. I do have a website for my business and I could definitely integrate this into my website, but let's say I didn't have a website, PickTime could easily function on its own as an all-in-one hub, not just for displaying my work, but also delivering my work. I am all about things that are able to check multiple boxes. It's one of the main reasons that I use Lumix for my main cameras, because I feel like that the cameras check multiple boxes. Shameless plug too, if you want to learn how to use all the settings on your Lumix camera, I have an online course with over 300 students that I'll leave a link in the description to if you want to check it out. But let me know what you guys think of PickTime. I think it's a great pairing for anybody that wants to level up their photo and video business and just present themselves as much more professional. I'll have an affiliate link to PickTime in the description that does help the channel if you use that, and I appreciate it if you do. But you can always support me just by hitting the subscribe button and the bell button to be notified of future uploads. Till the next video though, happy filming.